Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today I am playing some more of the Consuming Shadow. That's a neat effect. When you're standing outside, you can hear the ambiance of the night, but as soon as you go through the door, everything goes quiet. I did get a new dungeon right at the end of the last video, which is why things are starting off interestingly today. Alright. Interestingly, the name Chzo, as well as the associated symbol, is only ever inscribed in yellow pigment. To do otherwise is considered ultimate blasphemy. So, Chzo is yellow. Wait a minute. Yuzg is Kz, and Kathoth is EU, so Chzo is yellow. Wait. Yeah, Chzo is yellow. I'm going to get rid of that. Let me double check here. Enemy of the God of Fear. God of Fear is not invading. I know that much. Yushk hates the god associated with white. Ooh, so Chzo is yellow, which means Kathoth has to be white, and Yuzg hates them. But if Kathoth is not invading, that still doesn't tell me. That means if Yuzg is the person trying to stop them, then they'd hate both. If Kathoth is an enemy of fear, and fear is not invading. No, wait. So he hates fear, but Kathoth is not invading. And Yuzg hates the white god. That means Chzo is fear. No. What? Alright, I'm gonna close that out. I'll figure that out in a second. I'm trying to be overly witty with my clues, and I'm not sure if it's really helping out. Alright. I found a set of keys. They will make exploration easier. I haven't found any locked doors yet, but now I don't have to worry about lockpicks. I've been a prisoner of the cult of Chzo for some weeks. There's some other god they're trying to appease. They keep chanting Kz Kz Kz. Please help. Chzo is allied with Kz. Okay, so Chzo is allied with Kz, and Kz is that, which means possible invader. Which means you're the invader's enemy. Because if Chzo and Kz are in cahoots, the only people that can be in cahoots are the invader and the invader's ally. Which means one of these guys is fear as well. But enemy of the god of fear. It doesn't really say which one is fear. Other than Chzo is with Kz, Chzo is yellow, Yushk is Kz, Yushk hates white. Which I believe I've got everything written down for all that information. Oop. Corner him. 3 armor-piercing bullets, perhaps left over from some sort of police thingy. I will continue going down since I have that key. But, ooh. That was dangerous. Our guide leaned close to the chest and intoned the words Kz Agan, whereupon the lock sprang open with no apparent involvement of hand or tool. Alright, so I've actually learned the spell to open things, and thankfully nothing's going to chase me out of here. I found some snack food. I ate it quickly for an energy boost. Ooh. Nothing but an old rosary, but perhaps it could prove useful. Now, a rosary has general sanity loss, so I will be losing less sanity by running from enemies in the ensuing sections of the game. Alright. The Shum rune has been inscribed on the wall here in yellow. It could either be a marking of territory or a gesture of thanks and recognition to another god. So, notes. Shum, if it's a thanks to another god, and well, Shum is the only one that's not here. So, Ew, Shum, and Kuz. But now, I can cast that. There we go, a little more sanity. Sweet, and I chased him off the screen. Go for the damaging bullets, just because I have most of them. Interestingly, the name Cathoth, as well as the associated symbol, is only ever inscribed in white pigment. To do otherwise is considered ultimate blasphemy. Well, I had already pretty much guessed that Cathoth is white because of the hatred of yellow. A little more exploration. Nothing over here. Damn it. I've recovered some dusty jewelry I estimate to be worth about £5. Well, the sanity is still messing with me a bit. What's back here? I found a discarded wallet containing £6. That's it. So $6 in a back locked room. Sweet. Alright. Now the only thing left is to... Okay. The only thing left is to make a hasty retreat. Double check the far corner of the room for any bad guys. I found a very old 9mm ammunition box with 2 bullets. Oop, not that one. Nope, not that one either. There we go. Hitting the buttons 1 through 5 on the keyboard casts one of these runes. And I believe if you try to cast something or let the timer go out before you cancel out, it will cause a sanity loss. The Shadow's malevolent thumbprint has been eased from this area, now that its minions are culled. I think I have done enough now. I'm not even sure where we were going anymore. I believe it was having to deliver something to somewhere. I received a text from a family member. Hello, dear. You didn't think I'd forget your birthday, did you? I sent you £4. Do try to invest it sensibly. I'm going to invest it in medical supplies. I made it to Birchester. I am brought to the problematic area and told that payment will be made once the problem is dealt with. I don't think the locals fully understand what kind of presence is in their town, but they showed much relief and gratitude as I made my way inside. Another dungeon already. Sometimes the sanity effects will change what your objective is as you're entering a place. I believe the objective temporarily just said, "I'm sorry," over and over again. Alright, I'm gonna go continue my branching path idea. The carving dates back to at least 6000 BC and depicts Yuzg defeating and casting out a figure labeled the God of Pain. It appears to have been intended as an insult to a rival faith. So Yuzg is an enemy of pain, and the God of Fear is not invading. Yuzg is only an enemy of this guy. But that doesn't really tell me which of the two is invading. It just says Yuzg... Wait. No, Yuzg... Oh yeah, Yuzg is an enemy of the God of Pain. And Cathoth is an enemy of Fear, but I don't know whether Chzo or Yuzg is Fear. Another victim of the Shadow. Boils coat their flesh, even the back of their throat, to the point that suffocation may have been the cause of death. Ooh. Nope. I was hoping that they dropped an item behind that body. Pick failed. I don't have any picks. I knew my luck with that would have to run out eventually. I found a set of... Son of a bitch. I found a set of keys. This should make exploration easier. I have not really had to fight those guys directly yet. I heard the words Bati Shum Iu being chanted inside the tent, and that night the warrior who had been near death was hunting boar with his fellows. But something had changed in his eyes. He had seen something on the other side, and his mind recoiled to even think about it. I've learned another spell. Okay, I'm not being chased out. I found a small portable first aid kit and was able to remedy some of my cuts and scratches. Alright, so I have a healing spell and an open lock spell. Probably should have remembered that before I went and broke all of my lockpicks on the door. You son of a bitch, you were inside of him. Discarded wallet containing 4 pounds. I'm going to try to be a little more careful now. In the language of the ancients, the symbol Iu is usually given as a name, but has also variously been written to denote the concepts of suffering, pain, and injury. Iu is pain, but I already knew that. Another clue. The animosity is rooted in the suffering reportedly endured by a worshipper of Cthoth while captured by the cult of Yuzg. Yuzg worshippers seem to tell the story the other way around. So Cthoth is an enemy of Yuzg, which I also already knew. Looks like only one room left to explore. Damn it. I have been gravely wounded and the bleeding won't stop. Without treatment, I fear it will only get worse. 3 armor-piercing bullets, which seems to have been held as a trophy or keepsake. Which way is it? Down? Alright. Let's scare him off. 3 hollow point bullets, which I'm switching to them. Well, I'll go to the armor piercing just because they're the ones that I have the most without being the special damage bullets. The people waiting for me outside seem determined not to ask questions. Upon my assurance that the problem is resolved, they pay without quibble. I wonder if this will be the last time I visit this town. Hey, I thought it was going to be a bad town. Burchester. The atmosphere is tense here as news has spread of the darkness infecting neighboring towns. Besides that, I cannot sense the shadow's influence, for now. I believe my medkit is empty. And I'm going to heal that status effect, whatever it does for me. I think that just means that every hour I take a little bit of damage. I'm going to heal up and then go right back into the town, visit the hospital, and buy another medkit. I'm probably not going to find too many inexpensive bullets, though, so I'll leave that. Alright, Kidton. Since for lack of a better direction to go. Still got plenty of time left, so I still be able to keep exploring places. Kidton. The taint upon this town brings to mind the work of a medieval plague. Everywhere I look, I see eyes dropped and jaws slack and silent wails of anguished torment. I saw tarpaulin in the streets, covering a huge mass from which something that may once have been a limb extrudes. Something far worse than a mere generalized taint has caused this. I feel I am drawing close to a source. Not strong enough for a full rift, but perhaps an artifact. Sadly, you do sometimes get stuck with the same kind of flavor text 2 or 3 times, sometimes in a row, which kind of sucks. I have followed the corrosive energy trails to their source, which I have concluded to be a dark, forbidding forest that borders the town. Someone must have attempted to rid themselves of an artifact here. It must be recovered. I am willing to take the risk. Thankfully, the vile air in this place makes my mind heavy and confused, which goes some way to suppress the aching terror I should feel at the prospect. Alright, so I'm finding an occult text. Nothing too spooky yet. What does down bring to me? Or bring me to? I found a dusty body armor that isn't completely beyond salvage. Sweet. So I have halved physical damage, halved general sanity loss, and halves toxic damage, which I think those coughing ceiling guys do that. The Shum rune has been inscribed on the wall here in white, upside down. This means it is intended as a curse to the god that associates with that rune. Now, that can sometimes help you out. Like, if I knew that, Kathoth was one guy, and he was white, and that, like, I could figure out that Shum was an enemy of him just by that text, which is sometimes really helpful. Nothing special from getting rid of it, though. Another victim of the shadow. They lie curled up, still clutching at themselves as if something was eating them away from the inside. That can sometimes give you information. No lockpicks right now. Can give you information that you can use to fill out your table as well. Another victim of the shadow. Their body appears unharmed, but their face is contorted in a silent scream of agony. Pain. Yeah, it still doesn't tell me about the other two gods, sadly. Some of these enemies are really easy to get. Like with him, you just wait for his spit to fall, and then you can run underneath him and just keep hitting him as he tries to scramble to a spot where he can get you again. Some dusty jewelry I estimate to be worth 3 pounds. Continue off to the left. Nothing there. Oh, that was a fake enemy caused by sanity loss. Someone left their keyring here. Hopefully I can open all the doors now. I'm going to head north, though, in the hopes that this wraps around to something interesting. Dusty stab-proof vest that isn't completely beyond salvage. Prevents severe wounding. I think I'll stick with the body armor. Yeah, because I don't get wounded severely all that often. Or at least I haven't yet. But, watch now be the time. Oh, alright. Cuz. And you're done, son. There's some kind of survivalist cache containing 3 hollow point bullets. Looks like I'm loaded for bear. Shum rune upside down. Shum it up. Hey, sanity gain. Down again. So I believe I once heard that if the thing Petit I believe I've heard that if the item you're looking for in a dungeon is behind a locked door, then the keys will always spawn at some point in the dungeon. Nothing over there. Most of the engraving was too weathered to read the full banishment mantra, but the last symbol was almost certainly Kz. Ah, shit. That's gonna cost me. Ooh, that's the Phantom too. Anxiety seems to be getting the better of me. I feel hot and nauseous, and my hands won't stop shaking. Hopefully it will pass. Yeah, I ran from rooms too many times with guys still in them. The town is lost to the shadow, and nothing I could have done can change that. But perhaps, with what I have recovered here, this will finally be the last. Do I have much medkit left? I do. And I believe since I'm down to 12 out of 64, I think it's time to inject the drugs. Boom, back to full. But it appears now it is time to end the video. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.